Welcome here to Boswick Park. I'm Jeff Moats here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network, joined by Nebraska Wesleyan University President Dr. Fred Oles. And Dr. Oles, thank you for joining us here.
Delighted to be with you, Jeff. It's always a pleasure at halftime.
I understand that you've had, in the last couple of years, you've been serving on the NCAA Division III President's Council. Explain more about that.
That's right. We've got 18 members from all over the country, all college and university presidents. I'm finishing up a 4-year term, and it's a delight to serve. Division III, Jeff, is the largest of the divisions in the NCAA, 450 colleges, most of the really esteemed liberal arts colleges in the country.
And it's my understanding, too, that academic excellence continues from the standpoint that Nebraska's Wesleyan's among the ranked colleges and universities all time for academic All-Americans, too.
I'm delighted to confirm that. Yes, we rank number 8 in the nation for all colleges, all universities, all sizes. We're right up there in the top ranks with the University of Nebraska, Notre Dame, UCLA. It's a great delight that we've got that position.
And that's absolutely outstanding for a university like Nebraska Wesleyan compared to some major schools in this country. Dr. Oles, thank you so much for joining us here at halftime. We appreciate it.
You're welcome, Jeff.
We'll be back to Able Stadium with more in just a moment on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
My mother had antiques and my cousins raced stock cars, and I kind of merged the two together to antique cars. Giving old stuff new life. I mean, that's the cool part.
I don't know what it is, digging in an old barn. I really like that. And then the finished product.
We just had accumulated enough projects that we really needed to expand. Union Bank helped us achieve the goal of having our own shop.
They made it easy.
Hi, this is Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy. Did you know that proper insulation levels can help reduce your heating and cooling costs? You can check your attic insulation level with this very advanced high-tech tool called a ruler. Make sure you have 14 to 16 inches of insulation for maximum energy efficiency. It'll help reduce drafts and allow your heating and cooling systems to not have to work so hard. Think of it as saving money by the inches, $1, $2, $3, you get the idea. For more ways to save, visit les.com today. See you next time.
The Lincoln Water System knows you are busy, and we appreciate your help as we replace your indoor water meters. First, look for a door hanger with your appointment time. Make sure an adult will be present. Allow easy access to the meter, and make sure the technician is wearing a Lincoln Water System uniform and carrying ID. The free replacement takes only about 20 minutes. For more information, call 402-441-1500 or visit water.lincoln.ne.gov.
Oh, Kevin! Kevin got out, Henry. We gotta find him. Kevin, where are you? Kevin, where are you?
Animal control called. They found Kevin. It's a good thing we had him licensed, or we might not have gotten him home.
Thank goodness they found him. Kevin!
Welcome back to Able Stadium with Lucas Moorman. I'm Jeff Moats here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. First half stats look like this. Look at the time of possession for Nebraska Wesleyan. 17:22 to 12:38 for Doane. Passing-wise, Nebraska Wesleyan leading that category. No turnovers. Actually, there was a fumble recovery for Nebraska Wesleyan. They forced that turnover, so Wesleyan with none. Doane with that one turnover on that fumble. Other than that, total of yards, look at that, 115 to 96 for Wesleyan.
Yeah, and a lot of the damage was done through the air, 82 yards passing and a couple targets. Dustin Bryant, 3 catches, 2 for Connor Zumpf, and both those guys made something happen after the catch. The 22-yarder by Bryant that set him up for the touchdown, and then Zumpf had a nice first down, catch for a first down where he made Jershon miss on the sideline. So through the air where the success has been coming, and it's been on the outside, which I thought maybe we'd see him use a tight end or backside of the backfield maybe to get some yards down the middle, but so far that's been clogged up even in the passing department and the running department.
And here we go, Aaron Lorraine's kick, a deep end over ender. It'll be picked up at the 2.
Wasn't sure, his knee wasn't down at the 2.
Nope, up to the 20 to the 25 and finally ran out of bounds. The return man.
Now a few tempers flare over on the sidelines. They split them up. And I know probably after that punt situation they had where Doane got it on the touchback and everyone thought that, you know, it should have been a live ball yet, where that one was just, I think, flat out messed up. But I think a couple of the Prairie Wolves there thought that when he took that one, his knee was down. Take a look here.
Let's see this again. Oh, yeah.
Right there.
His knee was down, and the fans were kind of reacting to it on the big screen, too. They could see that. His knee was down.
It was close, but that was indisputable video evidence. I think that's what that one would have been overturned.
Out of the pistol, Hamburger going to run the option. It's a pitch, and it's a
Lost
loose
the
football. And Hamburger tried to jump on top of it. I think the Wesleyan defense got the ball back. Are they going to say he was down?
I think that's the Doane, the second man through, recovered it and was down.
And now the officials are still conversing about it. The line judge and the head referee.
You see who has the football.
Wesleyan claims they got the ball back.
It's Coach Kroom, he thinks so.
Yep.
Wesleyan football.
Wesleyan has it. And the Doane offense out of the gate sputters. And the Prairie Wolves, you talk about great field positioning. Watch this again on the replay.
Just a bad pitch on the option.
And now Hamburger, I think, was trying to jump after it. The ball popped out of his hands, and there it is.
Never had
control of it.
Right at the feet.
And Latimer had it.
Take a look one more time here. Coming down the line, they did a good job, first of all, stringing out the option, and then a great hit. So he never had control of the football there.
So now Wesleyan, 1st and 10.
They already got 7 points off turnover so far.
From the Doane 23. Here is Francis looking to throw near side, intercepted, and it's picked off around the 25-yard line, and an interception that time for Rob Keeney, who comes up with a big pick.
Two officials' hats are off, no flags are down, but
watch this again. Francis looking to go over here to the near side. Looked like to Earhart.
Just jumped the route that time.
And then Corey Jones saves the return.
You know, Francis has been accurate, but I've noticed this evening he's been throwing off his back foot a lot tonight, and that's not normally the case. I don't know if it's just because the pressure's been coming from Doane on the blitz or if there's something else going on there. So they trade turnovers just like that. Doane's back at it.
Hamburger out of the shotgun, 3 receivers far side.
Well, that's actually back to Tramer.
And now they're going to go to Phil Tramer, so Tramer will take over on this series. We saw him on a drive earlier tonight, and there's Phil Latimer again. The big boy out of Broomfield, Colorado with a big stop. So this is a loss of 2. It's back from the 28 at the 26 of Doane. As Tramer again will command the offense. They go out of that pistol formation. Doubles to the far side, 1 split near side. And it's a handoff. It's Moore who gets it, and Moore takes it up to the 29-yard line. So this will be 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Tigers.
Reeves in on the tackle that time. Is at the point of attack, the D-line was kind of stood up, but the linebacker, Reeves, that time did a nice job filling, bringing down the ball carrier. A big 3rd down here, 3rd and 8. We only saw Tramer for 2 series, I think, in the first half. So after that errant pitch, they go to Tramer, and now we got whistles.
And what do we got here? They're talking about some headlights in the parking lot. There you see on your screen.
Please shut off your lights in the south parking lot.
So they will not resume play until the lights are off.
Well, I don't know if anybody in the car is aware of that. So play is stopped with 13 minutes and 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now they're just waiting for that car, that one vehicle, to turn the lights off before they can resume play.
The question is anyone in there? Or if they are.
Well, there we go. And now we'll resume play. They got it taken care of. 3rd and 9. Tramer in the pocket over the middle. Pass incomplete. And Aaron Bainey had coverage. The intended target was Mitch Marvin, the wide receiver, the freshman out of Crete. And now Doane will have to punt.
Just a little too tall, but really Marvin, I don't think he was even aware the pass was heading his direction. Didn't get his head around early enough in that route. Tramer had to get rid of it. There was some pressure coming. We've seen a rugby-style kick. We've seen straightaway kick. They've had more success, I think, of just the conventional punt.
Here's the punt.
Wobbler.
And Corey Jones gets it at the 35. He's on the return. He's quickly tripped up. They'll mark him at about the 41-yard line. Now, we were talking about this before the broadcast tonight. There is a tie-in. It's kind of like a 6 degrees of separation of sorts. Matt Franson, the head coach at Doane, is a Northeast graduate here in Lincoln. One of his assistants is his former head coach at Lincoln Northeast, which is Bruce Reed. Bruce Reed was the head coach for Northeast from 1986 to 93 before spending the next 19, 20 years as an assistant coach up at Millard North for those great teams that Fred Petito had. And by the way, Bruce Reed, an alumnus of Nebraska Wesleyan, and played football here. 1st and 10 from the 41. And a run play goes nowhere for Nebraska Wesleyan. Joey Jones on the carry that time. So that's kind of the interesting tie-in here into this particular rivalry. And, of course, Matt Franson was a football player at Doane during his college days.
Back at his alma mater. And he's done a nice job since he's got there. He's 33 and 33, but he's turned things around.
He's turned it around quite a bit.
When he got there, things were not in a good way. No backs this time for Francis.
Francis looking to throw. Pass over the middle, near side, right there it goes. Is it complete? No, it's dropped. You had 2 guys that could have picked, actually 3 that could have picked it off.
Well, it was, and one more Prairie Wolf that almost made a catch. Take a look.
Look at that. There's 1.
Oh,
there's
chance
2.
for it.
And then there's 3.
Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
And you're right. Notice Tyler Francis, as you said, was throwing off his back foot a little bit.
Well, and I'm just speculating, but probably a product of the blitzes and the pressure that have come from the Tigers most of the night tonight.
Blitz is on. Francis looking to throw. He's going to run out of trouble. He's going to fake a pass, and he's going to be tripped up. He's not going to go anywhere. He's going to be stopped at the 41 at that line of scrimmage, and that's it. And that will bring out Kelby Vandenberg in the punting unit.
Got more whistles.
And now we got another vehicle with the lights on. And there they go.
That was a long ways off of the field, though. I mean,
well, it was back behind the scoreboard
even.
Vandenberg back to punt. Josh Boggs awaiting. It's a bad snap. Vandenberg gets it off, and it's blocked. And all the way into the end zone. The punt blocked by Jashawn Walder, and he takes it in for 6. And the tide has turned, and the Doane Tigers celebrating on the far sideline. Great defensive effort from Jashawn Walder, and he returns it into the end zone.
This was just a bad snap. It wasn't a bad hold or anything. He tried to get it away, but at that point, pretty sure it was going to be blocked. I'm surprised that Vandenberg didn't just take it, fall on it, and let the defense try and have their way, as now Wesleyan late running people on for the PAT.
So with exactly 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter, Jordan Peterson will attempt the point after. Here's the snap and the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 12 minutes exactly to go. Third quarter here at Able Stadium. Doane takes the lead again, 10-7 over Wesleyan on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
For supporting Lincoln Cares. By voluntarily adding $1 each month to your Lincoln Electric System bill, you've helped improve parks programs and facilities across the city. Now your dollar goes even further. Lincoln Cares has been expanded to support not just parks, but also libraries and programs for older adults. And your donations are matched by community partners. See how much more $1 can do. Visit lincolncares.org.
Back at Able Stadium here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Special team miscue. A low snap cost the Prairie Wolves. Jershon Walder blocks the punt, takes it in for 6. Doane with another lead.
Doane has outscored its last 2 GPAC opponents. We talked about this during pregame, 104-7. Number 13 in this week's NAIA Top 25. This is a very good football team coming into tonight. Here's the kick. And it's Earhart on the return. Far side, gets up to the 20, finally tackled around the 23, 24-yard line.
You know, 104-7 in their last couple contests. On the season, 159-58. They've outscored their opponents. Surprisingly, the third quarter, they just got 7 on the board here. It's been the closest quarter among their opponents. They just outscored their opponents 23-20 in the third. As for Nebraska Wesleyan on the season, despite being 2-2, 2-1 in the GPAC, they were outscored by their opponents 73-72.
Here on 1st and 10 for the 24, they'll go with a running play, and it's Joey Jones again with the carry. And this has turned into quite an interesting scenario. Doane has tried to build up some momentum here, and they got some off the block punt and the return into the end zone for the touchdown to take that 10-7 lead. 2nd and 8. Francis rolls out. Pass slightly underthrown, incomplete. On the far side of the field. Joey Jones, the intended target.
And he had his man, did a good job buying time, rolling out. Like I say, Francis not going to necessarily hurt you with his feet as far as yardage-wise. He's not exactly your running threat, but he's very good at moving within the pocket. See here, drops straight back, recognizes the pressure, rolls. Had his man, just underthrew him a little bit there. Brings up a 3rd and long again. Trying to find, we haven't seen Bryant since he went out with that injury either.
2 wings of the backfield with Francis. Looking to throw far side, it is incomplete. And good coverage on the far side of the field as Joey Jones was the intended target. A 3-and-out for the Prairie Wolves.
And I wouldn't be surprised, Jeff, maybe next offensive possession if we don't see some double moves. They're kind of jumping all over those out routes as they're just running the backside into the flat. Maybe an out and up as if they turn it on and go over the shoulder there. They might have something.
Boggs back to return. Here's the punt from Kelby Vandenberg.
There's a flag.
Penalty flag thrown. Boggs gets it at the 41. He's quickly tripped up on the play. Short return.
I have a feeling this is going to be a roughing call, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Prairie Wolves as Vandenberg did go down.
Preston Franzen made the stop for Wesleyan. Let's see.
I don't think they got any touch. Take a look.
Oh
yeah, that's going to be a roughing call.
Roughing against Justin Malik.
And he's in the air. You got to let him come down.
So it'll be a 1st down. And so we'll keep the ball here on the Wesleyan side. There you see head coach Brian Keller, the dean of GPAC coaches.
Well, the Prairie Wolves need to take advantage here. Kept the drive alive on the roughing call here. And need to answer and kind of slow down that.
Francis, pass complete, far side the 50, and a quick tackle. About 4-yard pickup from the 41 to the 45. And it's Justin Murr, former Northeast Rocket, hooking up with Francis, the other former Rocket. First time we've seen Murr on the field tonight, so there's his first catch of the evening.
Francis took a shot after he let go of that one, but delivered it on target.
10:30 to go. Third quarter, 2nd and 6 at the Prairie Wolf 46. Work out of the eye. And a big hit and a takedown, and there's Jeremy Wallace. He's been quiet most of the night, and Joey Jones felt the wrath of Wallace that time.
That was a big-time stick right there.
That was quick, and that was hard. There you see.
Quick first step by Wallace. Look, just
he got around
right
open
off,
slot.
Yep, right there. Tried to chip him a little bit, but you can't let Wallace run free. He will make you pay.
And he is pumped up.
Big third down here. 8 on the play clock. Francis is going to have to hustle here. 5.
Down to 2, down to 1. They get the snap. Francis to throw over the middle, and it goes incomplete. Nolan Clausen, the tight end, the intended target. And it was Ben Muff who had coverage on that play. So the Prairie Wolves will have to punt.
Not a lot doing. The rushing game has been shut down by the Tigers, which is no surprise. Came in 7th in the nation against the rush in the NAIA.
Vandenberg with the punt. And the wobbler goes off the side of his foot, but takes a bounce, and it goes out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 32-yard line. That's where Doane will take over.
Well, we've traded turnovers here in the second half of play so far, and the block punt, of course, but that Wesleyan defense needs to maybe find a takeaway here. Stop that big old snowball that Doane's got going here. It's kind of gaining momentum as it rolls down the hill.
One key stat to point out. In the 55 games played against ranked teams under head coach Brian Keller, Wesleyan is 13-42 all-time against ranked opponents, dating back to 1996. And how about this for a handoff? Big play that time. A big handoff.
That's just good, tough running there.
Nate Meyer, the running back out of Pierce, freshman, with the carry that time, so he will get some reps in.
Well, and give credit up front. That's where it starts. That time there was a big hole.
Myers the backup to Kenny Boggs, out of the pistol again. And it will be Meyer who gets the handoff, and he is tackled by Taylor Tukolsky. Phil Tramer still in at quarterback for Doane. We have not seen Phil Hamburger in about 2 series.
Yeah, since that errant pitch, they kind of went to Tramer, and really we haven't seen the Doane offense a ton here. Had the block punt and then 2 more punts.
It's the defense. It's been, and the other 3 points that they scored have been on that field goal from early on. The Prairie Wolf defense has held its last 2 opponents, as you just saw there. Now here's the play as Tramer looks downfield, throws it up in the air, and it goes way out of bounds on the far stretch of the Woody Greeno track, out of play.
It's a play action that time.
But the Prairie Wolves defense held its last 2 opponents to under 100 yards rushing.
46 last week is all they allowed to the Red Raiders, and through 1 half a play, they had only allowed 56 yards rushing.
In the last 2 games for Doane, they've rushed for over 300 yards.
So at some point here, something's got to give.
So out of the pistol, 3rd and 5. Tramer rolling left. Upfield, knocked away, incomplete. Eric Richards again, the coverage from him on the far side. Probably a point where he probably could have picked it off if he had the, I mean, that was a good opportunity, but it looked like it might have just gone off of his jersey and out of bounds.
Well, and that one had a little mustard on it. As Tramer got into that one on the rollout and fired his way. Good coverage, though, downfield all around by the secondary of the Prairie Wolves that time. Bring out the punt unit again.
Brett Iyer is out to punt. He's been out there a few times tonight for Doane. Corey Jones back to receive. Here's the bunt. Jones going to let it take a bounce, and it's going to go tumbling into the end zone for the touchback. And believe it or not, that was Tramer running all the way downfield and trying to rescue the ball.
Well, and say plays listed as a wide receiver / quarterback, so little special teams action as well. It's probably not what Coach Francis is going to applaud the effort, but when he looks like he's kind of the guy here the last couple of drives, you probably don't want him laying out there and have some freak accident happen where you trying to get a touchback.
8:15 to go. There you see on the scoreboard. And now Doane looking to blitz. Here's a pitch and a stuff that time as the Doane defense at the point of attack making the stop.
Well, in that time it was Kerman Lenhart who came up from his linebacker spot, and that's what this defense does. Those 3 down linemen occupy people, let those linebackers flow to the ball. The top 3 tacklers on this Doane squad, all linebackers.
I want to point out that Austin Rustkamp was a ball carrier that time for Wesleyan. He's a 5'8", 180-pound freshman, former Freeman Falcon standout out of Firth.
Well, like I said, we haven't seen Bryant since he went off with that injury after the 22-yard gain in the pass play.
Francis, 2nd and 11. Screen toss is complete. Breaking free up here to the 35, still on his feet. And it's Rustkamp who caught the ball.
We're going to have
and we got penalty
legal
flags.
Block here.
And that's going to come back.
It was late in the play. The player was kind of already down. We'll probably be able to see it here after we get the official word here. But the real question is how they mark this all off. It's
that's going to set them all the way back.
Still going to be 2nd down, but good job to just squeak this one in here on a little screen play as he breaks free, and that's not the penalty there. It's coming up further here. Right here, he makes the man miss, and then
I think the next play
about there, they're going to call that was the penalty they got.
So Wesleyan lining up here in the I formation with the receiver each side. Doane looking to blitz. Wallace in the backfield takes Francis down for a loss and a sack. And did Doane get it back? Was he down? Wallace says he stripped the ball.
Wallace took it away, but they're going to say that Francis was down, and I was just going to say it was impressive for Francis just to hang on to the football. This might be, take a look here.
Watch
Francis
this again.
Francis goes, wow.
Oh, he took the ball.
He took the ball.
He got the ball. And now they were pointing to the video board saying he took the ball.
Not a lot you can do, though, because there's no replay official.
There's no replay officials, as you said.
Well, and heck, Iowa State will tell you it doesn't matter anyway.
There's Wallace looking to blitz again. Francis throws the ball, and it is incomplete. Double coverage that time on the intended target, which was Nolan Clausen.
Clausen had to turn into a defensive back real quick there. It was going to be an interception. Now another punt, this one from their own end zone. So the wheels have kind of fell off the Wesleyan offense here the last 5 possessions. There hasn't been a lot going on.
Well, there was that early turnover on Doane, and then the interception, and Doane got it back, and it's been mostly Doane. Here's the punt from Vandenberg. Boggs will let it bounce. It gets past him. He's going to pick it up at the 35. And Fedoris tries to wrangle him. He can't do it. And then Boggs still trying to run with the ball, and he's finally tackled on the far side at about the 50-yard line.
You know, Boggs there, though, did the right thing. He wasn't sure if that maybe got a piece of him as it took the crazy hop and went by. You gotta go get that. Still got a decent return out of it. Back to midfield. Now the short field for the Tigers under the direction of Tramer again. Tramer
again coming out here. He is the senior out of Ewing. And again, he's had relatives that have played football and basketball here at Wesleyan. He'll keep it on the option right side on 1st and 10. Breaks a tackle, 40. He's down to the 30. Penalty flag thrown. This will come back, and Reeves bulldogs him inside the 15 at about the 12-yard line. This may come back because a flag was thrown around the 34-yard line on the near side of the field.
Another option though over the right side. Tramer showing you he can also hurt you with his legs. Take a look at the replay here.
Watch this.
The pitchman's occupied. Didn't really get a chance there to see where the penalty was, but you see Tramer, who has a little burst of speed as well, so he can hurt you. So even though the penalty on the play, it's the replay of the down, ends up with a gain of about 4.
So back, it will go to the 46 of Wesleyan. They'll replay first down here at 5:45 and counting here in this third quarter. Tramer out of that pistol formation. Handoff given. Spinning his way through. Picking up some yards that time. And really just trying to do a little bit of smash mouth that time.
Well, yeah, if you put up 300 yards on the ground the last couple weeks, you've got a 3-point lead. You're very content. As you see Hamburger on the sideline, who after that errant pitch and that one option play hasn't seen the field since, and we haven't seen Boggs here in the last couple series either in the backfield.
Meyer had that last carry. He's in the backfield. Tramer with 5 minutes to go in the third gets the snap, and it is a handoff to Meyer again. Takes it ahead past the 40 to the 39, gets the first down.
Well, and that offensive line right now, Blake Bunner and the center, John Vetrovsky, sophomore and a senior respectively, are doing nice work on that right side, opening up holes up front, double teaming Latimer, taking him out of the contest.
Tramer again. Double wideouts each side, movement on the line, no flags thrown. And Tramer is going to keep it, breaks free. He's got green space ahead of him. He's got to beat at least one more runner downfield. But Brandon Reeves trips him up on the shoelaces at the 11-yard line. The only guy he had to outrun was Taylor Gunther, but take a look at this again.
A couple Prairie Wolves got tangled up with each other there. Right here, opened up a lane, and Tramer with some nice speed through the middle.
1st and 10 from the Nebraska Wesleyan 11. Under 4.5 here in the third. Here's Tramer. Meyer takes it, and he is tackled inside the 10. They'll spot him at the 7. About a 4-yard pickup on the play.
Hunter Hand in there on that tackle. But right now, it's just a battle of the big men up front. And right now, the Tigers winning that battle on this drive.
Second and 7. Splits to each side. Option play, here we go. And Tramer is tackled by Brandon Reeves at about the 5-yard line. So a 3-yard gain for Phil Tramer with 3:25 to go here in this third quarter. And Doane applying more pressure to this Wesleyan defense.
They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown here.
They got to get down to the 1-yard line. They're about 4 away from that first down. Play clock down to 8. Nobody in the backfield except for Tramer in the shotgun. And what do we got here? Penalty flags come out. Wesleyan says that there was a false start penalty on a part of Doane.
False start, 78 offense.
center, I think they called for the false start, Vitrosky.
That penalty will bring it to 3rd and 9.
So Doane will look like to put 2 receivers here to the far side. So you get the play relayed in from the sideline. Play clock down to 8. Down to 3. Tramer going to keep it. He's going to run to the right side. Pursuit is on. Pass thrown. Did it get into the end zone? No, incomplete. Taylor Gunther had coverage that time on the play.
Well, he's going to keep it last minute, decided to pull it out there. Gunther able to knock that one down.
Mitch Marvin was the target for Phil Tramer.
We'll bring out the field goal unit.
And they're going to spot this from the 17, a 27-yard attempt on the far side hash mark. Jordan Peterson into attempt for Doane. Here's the snap and the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So Doane extends their lead to 13-7 on that 27-yard field goal from Jordan Peterson. 2:23 remaining here in the third. Back with more in a moment.
And my cousins race stock cars, and I kind of merged the two together to antique cars. Giving old stuff new life. I mean, that's the cool part.
I don't know what it is, digging in an old barn. I really like that. And then the finished product.
We just had accumulated enough projects that we really needed to expand. Union Bank helped us achieve the goal of having our own shop.
They made it easy.
Now the Doane faithful making their way up from the Creek campus for this one tonight. A great crowd, a great atmosphere for GPAC football. The state's oldest small college rivalry in their 99th meeting tonight. And Doane leads it 13-7 over Wesleyan with 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Jeff Moats, Lucas Moorman, our entire 21 and Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew. Here we go. And here is the kick. And it looks like it's Earhart on the return, and he is going to be tripped up short of the 20 at about the 19.
You know, another week, another ranked opponent for Nebraska Wesleyan as they've faced a ranked foe every game other than that Briar Cliff game at home.
And the schedule have not exactly been the easiest either.
No.
I mean, they went toe-to-toe with Tabor College.
Who's still ranked in the top 15.
Yep, still ranked, and they fell 10-9. And, of course, there was that loss at Morningside, 48-10. And then they won the last two, 31-7, 2 weeks ago here in Lincoln against Briar Cliff, and then last week at Northwestern, 22-8. Francis over the middle, pass complete to Zump. Around the 25, and he is up to the 30. He's got the first down. They'll give him the forward progress, so he picks up the first down and 2 extra yards out of it. Good catch by Zump.
Well, and that's where I thought maybe we'd see a little more damage done by Wesleyan is in the middle. But they haven't went there so far, and that was the first time we saw Zump in the middle of the field. There's a couple catches to the outside.
So 1st and 10, and now a sack. That Doane defense, and again, it's Jeremy Wallace coming in to make another sack tonight.
They picked it up on the left side, but he simply ran it over right there. They tried to send 2 guys to Wallace. Just a athletic move, just a straight bull rush, just runs over the fullback, sacks Francis all the way back inside the 25.
Want to make a clarification too. This is one of the oldest rivalries in state college play. There's Doane and Hastings, a few others that have been around just as long or longer.
I'd say it's still the most heated.
It's probably, yeah, exactly, probably one of the more heated ones around. Pass to Zump from Francis, incomplete on 2nd down here, but regardless, a long-standing rivalry We got a timeout on the field.
Injured player down, with a Doane Tiger over here on the near sideline, I think.
Yep, right over here in front of the Wesleyan sideline. So we have an injury timeout on the field. An injured Tiger. We'll come back to Able Stadium with more in just a moment.
Growing up, I've always told people I want to get into the family business. I wanted to make sure that I really paid tribute to what my grandpa and my dad did. That's why I've chosen the name Third Generation Builder. The best part for me is when I get to hand the new homeowners their keys. It's just that satisfaction of knowing that this house is now their home. Union Bank is a great partner and they can help me expand my business. It's really exciting for me.
There you see the injured Tiger walking off the field. Being helped off is Kali'i Jackson, senior out of Placentia, California. And now with 1:11 to go, 3rd and long here for Wesleyan. Now they're gonna swing it over here to the near side. It's intercepted and returned into the end zone. Touchdown, Cam Lenhart.
Well, they tried to run the old swinging gate almost there. A variation of it.
Just
that
like
would be
that.
what you call a backfire.
Watch this again.
Read it perfectly.
So Doane extends their lead to 19-7 with the point after pending.
And the Doane offense hasn't scored a touchdown. It's been special
all
teams and defense.
We talked about it. Defense would be key. Wesleyan's defense has been pretty good here the last few weeks. But tonight...
Well, and the defense has done pretty decent tonight.
And they have done
go
well
for two
tonight.
here.
And it is a 2-point conversion that will fail. Doesn't go anywhere. As Nolan Kawada was stopped, and now Doane leads it 19-7 over Nebraska Wesleyan with 1:05 to go in the third quarter. Back to Able Stadium in a moment on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
For supporting Lincoln Cares. By voluntarily adding $1 each month to your Lincoln Electric System bill, you've helped improve parks programs and facilities across the city. Now your dollar goes even further. Lincoln Cares has been expanded to support not just parks, but also libraries and programs for older adults. And your donations are matched by community partners. See how much more $1 can do. Visit lincolncares.org.
Well, the Wesleyan defense has played well, as we said before the break. Doane, really good too. In fact, they've put up all the points except for a field goal attempt earlier in the game, and Doane leads at 19-7 over the Prairie Wolves.
Well, and you know, in a rivalry game or a game that's going to be close, a tight contest as you expect going in, it's going to be those little details that make the biggest difference. And special teams and a defensive touchdown making a huge difference so far.
And Earhart is going to be tackled around the 17-yard line.
But this Wesleyan offense just has to get something going here. As the last 5 possessions, they haven't had a lot going on with the rushing contest. Bryant had some success in the first half. He had 28 yards rushing and found a crease here and there, but Joey Jones hasn't been able to get it going here in the second half.
I think they're going to reset the clock here.
Take a look here. A little extracurricular after the return. To be expected here. They're going to try and reset the clock. No. Now they're coming out.
So they're going to try to reset it to 43 seconds.
40, there we go.
Or 49, I'm sorry, 49 seconds.
Third quarter, there's still a lot of time here. So if you're a Prairie Wolf fan, no reason to get down in the dumps yet. There's a little pitch out.
And that time Jones gets the carry, and he is stopped at the 15. It'll be a loss of about 2 on the play. Well, the ground game has been limited for Nebraska Wesleyan tonight. Dustin Bryant has been out. They've been working on his ankle, so it must be serious than just a simple sprain. And Joey Jones has been in there quite a bit tonight.
And Joey Jones has been, like I said, a good 1-2 punch, but I don't know if it matters if it was Bryant or Jones. Here the Doane defense has just ramped it up. And there's a false start.
We got penalty flags come out. And a false start penalty.
False start, 26 offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
So Joey Jones stumbling out of the gate a little too soon here. Down to 9 seconds here on the game clock in this third quarter. And now the clock will start to wind down, and it looks like Wesleyan will just let it run out and head to the fourth quarter. So time expires, and the Prairie Wolves let the clock run out. But Doane has extended their lead. They lead it by 12, 19-7. Fourth quarter coming up in just a moment.
The Lincoln Water System knows you are busy, and we appreciate your help as we replace your indoor water meters. First, look for a door hanger with your appointment time. Make sure an adult will be present. Allow easy access to the meter, and make sure the technician is wearing a Lincoln Water System uniform and carrying ID. The free replacement takes only about 20 minutes. For more information, call 402-441-1500 or visit water.lincoln.ne.gov.
Saturday night football from Lincoln under the lights here at Able Stadium at Nebraska Wesleyan University.
We talked about the defenses, Jeff, coming in, and so far, I mean, total yardage still, both teams, Nebraska Wesleyan 130 yards and Doane just 163 yards. Doane does have 123 yards in the ground.
Francis rolling to his left, looks to throw upfield, pass is complete, and it looks like it's Tyler Gibson who makes the catch.
Well, that's what they need to do here. I mean, they haven't had success in the middle. Doane's been putting a lot of people around the line of scrimmage, up in the box, so try and stretch the field a little. It's the second catch for Gibson. We saw Zumpf had a couple. With that many people in the box, you have numbers. A lot of times, 1-on-1 coverage or just a one safety over the top for help.
Third and 2 from the 25. Francis looking to throw over the middle. Complete to Earhart. Gets the first down. He is tripped up around the 33. We'll mark him at the 35 as he had that flip. Good catch by Earhart over the middle.
Linebacker matched up there as we got a Tiger down. Linebacker matched up on Earhart, which is usually a matchup that you like.
It looks like it's Wallace. And he's down.
Might just be a cramp.
So Wallace is down. We'll take a timeout really quick and be back to Able Stadium in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy. Did you know that for every degree you set your thermostat below 68 in the wintertime, you can save 3 to 5% on your heating costs? 3 to 5%. As some people might say, that's hot. Check us out at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube for even more energy-saving tips like this one. See you next time.
Here you see Jeremy Wallace. He went off to the sideline. Looks like he's going to be okay. He'll sit out this play more than likely.
Yeah, seemed like he had a nice little conversation with the white hat.
Francis downfield to Earhart. Makes the catch. They're going to mark him at the Doane 32-yard line. Nice look from Francis to Earhart downfield.
Great pass and catch that time. Just, again, had single coverage on the outside there. The safety was just one safety up over the top, and he was very late coming over the top for help. And all of a sudden, Wesleyan back in business, marching down here via the air.
So this will be 1st and 10 from the Doane 32, 14 minutes to go in the game.
Let's credit Francis. He doesn't easily get rattled.
Swing pass, far side, complete to Jones, 30. Inside the 25, tackled around the 20-yard line. They'll spot him at about the 21.
Good blocking by the receiver downfield there. Leading the way was Ryan Larson.
They'll put it at the 20. It was a 12-yard pickup for Joey Jones with that play. And Wesleyan hurrying as best they can to get downfield. Trying to get into a situation here to where they can put another one into the end zone. And it is a handoff.
Little counter play that time. It might have been Rustcamp.
Yep, Austin Rustcamp gets the carry. Rustcamp deep on that chart. He and Joey Jones are right behind Dustin Bryant. Again, we have not seen Dustin Bryant in this game. We got a little bit of mist in the air too. Just looking at some of the stuff in the lights here at Able Stadium. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Connor Davis, the intended target, it looked like.
Again, though, trying to exploit the middle of the field. Yeah, definitely, as you said, Jeff, as you look towards the light,
you can see a little
precipitation coming down.
A little bit of mist, and really it's not hitting the pavement or even the seating. Not even hitting the ground.
Big third down here. Got to think you're out. You got Lorraine on the sideline. It's a 2-score game. Like to get the first down here, at least set them up a little better on the field goal attempt.
Jones in motion. Francis looking to throw over the middle, sliding catch, and it is going to be completed at the 9-yard line and a first down for Wesleyan.
Well, take a look. They had motion out of the formation and then over the middle again. When they've been running motion out, the middle has been open. There's been a matchup on linebacker on one of the running back or slot guys, and they've been taking advantage of that this time down the field. Plenty of time left in this one, 12:35 fourth quarter.
1st and goal. Working out of the eye. Kreiner and Jones in that eye.
Well, here's where it gets tough against that rush defense of the Tigers.
Play action. Francis into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska Wesleyan. And it's to the fullback, Kreiner.
Well, that's one way to get around the rush defense of Doane. You go to the air. Good play fake here. Good protection. Look at the touch on this.
Right into the end zone on the far side. And now the Prairie Wolves down 6 with the point after pending. And Lorraine will attempt it. Here it is. The kick is up. And it is good. 12:20 to go. We still have a ball game here at Able Stadium. Nebraska Wesleyan down 19-14 on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Mother had antiques and my cousins raced stock cars, and I kind of merged the two together to antique cars. Giving old stuff new life. I mean, that's the cool part.
I don't know what it is, digging in an old barn. I really like that. And then the finished product.
We just had accumulated enough projects that we really needed to expand. Union Bank helped us achieve the goal of having our own shop.
They made it easy.
Fans are bundled up here tonight on a very chilly night in Lincoln. Kickoff temp is around 41 degrees. West winds at kickoff 10 to 20 miles per hour. But that hasn't dampen anything in terms of the atmosphere of this game tonight. It's 19-14, Doane ahead of Wesleyan. The Doane Tigers come in this week number 13 in the NAIA polls, while Nebraska Wesleyan is receiving votes.
Yeah, and that wind is kicked back up again, and like I say, precipitation coming down as well.
Here on the return, here come the Tigers up the field far side, breaking free, cutting back in, still on his feet. Lorraine tried to tackle him, but finally it took 2 or 3 other Prairie Wolves to get downfield and force the return man out of bounds, which is
Boggs.
Kenny Boggs. Again, it's been a while since we've seen him, but here's Boggs again on the return. Took it from the 4-yard line.
Just ran through the tackle there, made one man miss, good moves, and through the arm tackle of Lorraine. Finally tracking him down was Stover, the freshman from Gretna.
1st and 10 from the Prairie Wolf 47. Play action, rolling left. Tramer looking to throw, pass through the hands of his intended target, Mitch Marvin, incomplete.
You know, they've targeted Marvin 4 or 5 times, and he has 7 catches on the year, 3 of them for touchdowns, but that time right through his hands. You wonder if that isn't a little bit of precipitation now.
And that was on target, too. It was a good throw from Tramer on that rollout.
But it's a pretty steady, pretty heavy miss. You can see it on the helmets a little bit now.
It's starting to come down at a pretty good clip, and we're starting to see drops here on the concrete of the stairway here in the grandstand area. 2nd down play, ball carry, 2-yard pickup on the play for the Tigers.
You know, Boggs was in there on that return, but he's still not back in the backfield.
Meyer in on the run that time for Doane.
But Meyer's got some good tough yards, the Pierce, Nebraska product. Big 3rd down here. Nebraska Wesleyan needs to get the ball back.
Ball at the Wesleyan 45.
Especially after the big return really flipped the field. So Wesleyan will have a ways to go.
Tramer looking to throw. It's a short toss. Far side, incomplete. Meyer the target again.
Blitz came. Really, Doane had the right play call. They had a little screen play set up. Just over the top of his target, too high was Tramer. So the defense holds. Everyone at their blankets this evening. Really bundling up now. A few people.
There you see the mist. It's coming down pretty good. And fans are seeing it on the big screen too here at Able Stadium.
Low snap.
Here's the punt. Wardeen back to return. He's going to wave it off. And Doane, they're going to mark it down.
Should be about the 8 or 9 yard line.
Yep, they're going to mark it at the 9-yard line. So 11-16 to go. And the mist continues to fall here at Able Stadium. 2 nights ago, it was a much different situation where you had the heavy rain, but you had the lightning and the severe weather to the south and east of Lincoln.
Were tornado warnings and tornadoes on the ground.
There was
just
a tornado
15 miles from here.
Tornado that went from near Hickman back toward Bennett up toward Palmyra that did some damage.
And just down Highway 77 and 30, or down Highway 34. And tonight it feels like it's been fall for a month and a half.
It feels like it's Halloween.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
And here is Ruskamp, who gets the carry, takes it a yard to the 10-yard line. But
handout to number 26, Joey Jones.
That Thursday night, that was kind of a surprise for a lot of folks, and that did dampen some games, if you will, for some of the high school teams around here. Some of them had to make up games either yesterday or this morning.
Well, and today the Chadron State football game was postponed because
they had
of
snow.
They had only in Nebraska.
You have so many different seasons in one weekend.
That offense for Nebraska Wesleyan now needs to pick up right where they left off last drive.
2nd and 9. Francis. Pass is knocked down, incomplete.
Again, though, looking to go over the middle. Had his slot man matched up against the linebacker.
Well, the one thing you got to do is you got to get out further from where you're at right now.
You need to flip the field a little bit on the Tigers here.
You got to move that ball out of the area where that defense could easily come up and force a turnover and get it into the end zone.
Well, and you just, like I said, you just want to flip the field a little bit here, because even if your defense holds on a 3-and-out next time or forces a punt or a turnover, you need to have a little bit shorter field as the time will become an issue here as we go forward.
Francis over the middle, intended target Clausen, incomplete.
Nearly intercepted too, right through the hands of Clausen. Clausen, good position, just kind of sat down there, coming across the middle.
And I think you bring up a pretty good point, Lucas. Maybe the moisture is a factor.
Well, we've seen both sides of the football, Doane and Nebraska Wesleyan, a couple guys just kind of right through their hands on what you think would normally maybe be a sure catch.
Here's the punt from Kelby Vandenberg. Josh Boggs watches it go out of bounds.
Let's see where they mark this one.
They will mark it at the Wesleyan 43.
Off the side of the foot there. Now if he's intentionally kicking away after some good returns by Boggs, or as there's our crew getting bundled up, staying out there, getting us the shots we need. Get the camera
gear
bundled up as much as
the rain gear on the camera.
Kind of snuck up on everybody. Prairie Wolf defense needs to come up with a big play.
Here's the option. It's a keep by Tramer, and the Prairie Wolf defense meets up with him, and they stop him for no gain on the play. If any, about a half a yard, but not much.
Good play that time. Just they've kind of had the answer on the option play this evening. They strung it along well, had the pitch man. They forced the turnover on the first drive of the second half. As you take a look there, the man bringing him down that time. Kundal up there on the defensive front.
2 wideouts far side, 1 near side. Tramer, screen toss, underthrown, incomplete. Kenny Boggs, the intended target. Brandon Reeves was coming over to try to get that ball.
Now they're using Boggs a little more as a receiver here, leaking him out of the backfield that time, lining him up at the slot. And it's been Tramer's ball game ever since that errant pitch to start this second half as far as the quarterback situation. And Tramer's played in all 4 games. He's only thrown 17 passes coming into tonight, but he has played and made an appearance in all 4 games at quarterback.
3rd and 10. This is still from the Wesleyan 43. Boggs with a handoff, and there's the Wesleyan defense coming in to make the stop. And it was led by Taylor Tukolsky that time. Brandon Reeves came in to help him out. And Boggs is tackled at the 41 for about a 2-yard pickup. 4th down here for Doane. And 9:21 to go here in this game. The clock winding down. And here comes the punting unit.
Well, and you look at right there, Tramer is, well, he's going to be on the outside. Like I say, he's a special teams guy too. Your quarterback's out here on the far sideline of this punt formation. He's going to be your gunner.
Here's the punt. And Wardine going to let it bounce. Did they get it? Yes, at the 1-yard line. What a play by the Doane special teams.
Not even the one. Great play that
inside
time.
There. So now Wesleyan has a challenge ahead of them.
Hey, 99 yards, 8 minutes, plenty of time.
But that Doane defense,
yeah, it's a tough. It's an uphill battle against the Tiger. The Tiger defense tonight has been tough.
The Doane defense has been very potent.
I mean, you're at the half-yard line here. Your rushing attack hasn't exactly been winning awards tonight. I won't be surprised to see Francis put it in the air. Nope, fullback dive, straight ahead.
And they're going to give it to the fullback, as you said, up to the 4-yard line, about a pickup of 3 on the play.
Well, you got to have a little room to operate here. You don't want Francis standing around.
Kreiner took the handoff, and that's what they had to do. So that gives them.
See some of the fans heading towards the exit as the track starting to pick up some of that precipitation as well. So that might be, a couple of those catches that normally guys make. That last drive would have been a first down if Clausen could have hung on to it. 7 to snap it here for Francis.
And in motion, Francis Toss far side. It is complete. And it is Jones who makes the catch. And Jones picks up some yardage and actually gets the first down at the Wesleyan 13.
Yeah, again, right after the catch, just a little swing pass, almost a screen play out there.
I mean, it looked like it was a screen toss, but more of a swing pass than anything.
Give Jones credit there. Actually, that was Ruskamp.
That was Ruskamp that got the
made a man
reception.
miss and was able to move the chain. So
Ruskamp,
something going here, but again, it's all been coming through the air.
2 wideouts near side. Jones and Zumpf over here on the near side. Connor Davis on the far side on the left. Francis looking to throw. Got Ruskamp at the 15. Puts his head down. He's tackled. And they're going to mark him down at the 17-yard line. Tackle made by Alex Thatch of Doane.
Good gain on first down, though. 4, almost 5 yards. We'll take that. Ran almost a screen play that time. Zumpf through the inside. Took the defender away so they could get the flare out there.
Larson the split far side. 2 slots.
See if Doane brings some pressure this time.
Now Ruskamp in motion out of the backfield. Over the middle, pass, knocked away, incomplete.
That was into some traffic there, to say the least.
And there was a little bit of congestion there that time, looking to go to Brooks Earhart.
But, Francis had to get rid of it. Pressure was coming.
So we're less than 7 minutes to go here in this game. And this is the point where you got to keep your eye on the clock.
You have to,
but not panic.
No, I say just a little sense of urgency. Clock stopped there on the incompletion. More importantly, you got to worry about moving the sticks here on 3rd down.
Francis out of the gun. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Still in the move. Up the field. Ball tipped up. And it's caught by Clausen. And it's a first down at the 26-yard line. It was tipped up on the play.
Take a look. Francis buys all kinds of time. Give the line credit. A lot of.
Good for Nebraska Wesleyan, first down.
There's it tipped up. Clausen sticks with it.
And he caught the ball and he just jumped on top of it at the 26. Rob Keeney was the guy that had his hands up and tried to tip the ball and knock it down and could not finish it.
Unbalanced line to that left side.
Ruskamp gets the carry. Takes it to the 30-yard line. 4-yard pickup.
As you said, Jeff, then you keep one eye a little bit on that clock now. Not a panic mode yet. You're not necessarily in your 2-minute offense, but maybe a little extra urgency. Just kind of a tempo offense here anyway. 10 yards at a time. That's what I'm sure Coach Keller and the offensive coaches are telling these guys. Hey, just 10 yards at a time, move the chains.
Looking to throw. Francis, complete!
What a catch.
What a catch from Connor Davis. On first down, the ball at the Doane 48.
And a nice strike from Francis. Davis coming in. This is out of the hands before he even makes his break.
First down.
Good catch.
What a throw, and it was a good throwing motion from Tyler Francis. Great throwing motion that time from
first catch of the night for Davis. Like I said, 15 different players have got a pass on this squad going into tonight.
So now they'll go 2 wideouts far side, 1 near side. Francis out of the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking to go near side, downfield to Zumpf, and it goes incomplete.
Had him. Zumpf had a step that time.
Well, now the air game has become the big factor here for Wesleyan. The ground game necessarily not making a big difference right now, but the passing game, that's been kind of the bread and butter so far here, at least in this last quarter.
Well, now all of a sudden Doane's got to respect the passing game, so don't be surprised if you see maybe a draw play here on 2nd and 10.
From the 48 to Doane, Francis in trouble, screen toss complete to Ruskamp. Ruskamp at the 45, he's dogpiled around the 44.
Got a shoelace tackle there as Ruskamp tried to beat the defender there and get to the outside, but almost as good as a draw play, a little screen play as that pressure comes upfield.
3rd and 6.
Just inside the 45. 5 minutes to go in this one. 3rd and 6.
Doane student body is alive, trying to
They
help their
are
defense
really trying
out.
to get this thing going. Trying to get.
What a game so far, though.
Francis. Throw. Pass. Incomplete. Broken up on the play. Rob Keeney was right on the heels of Nolan Clausen, the tight end. But now you're down to 4:38 in the game, and here comes the punting unit.
Is in the numbers. Good coverage. I mean, that's a tough catch to make with someone all over your back. You punt it away and hope your defense can hold here. You got all your timeouts left.
Booming kick. Vandenberg's punt will take a bounce, and they're going to mark it down inside the 5 at the 4 of Doane.
Great bounce by Vandenberg's
That was a
punt
great
there.
punt. So now Doane has about 96 yards to work with here in the final 4:27.
Well, now it's all a matter of, okay, when do you take your timeouts? You got 4:30, 4:27 here. You got a little bit of time.
Each team with 3. They have not burned any of their timeouts here in the second half. And I would imagine here in the final 4:30, those will be used by both teams. So now Doane will keep Tramer in at quarterback. He'll send Josh Boggs, the receiver, here to the near side. One split to the far side.
And Kenny Boggs is back in the backfield.
Out of the pistol. And it's Kenny Boggs who gets the carry, and he is stuffed. And they're going to mark him in terms of the forward progress up to about the 6, closer to the 7. So he would get about a 3-yard pickup.
2 yards.
Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 7, about a 3-yard gain.
Well, and they've done what they need to do. They flipped the field. Now, obviously, we'd like to see your offense keep marching there, but they did flip the field.
But now they're also watching the clock because we've got 4 minutes to go in the game.
And Doane's content. 5-point lead here. Milk some clock. Keep running the football.
Boggs again.
Good play up front.
Good stop there. Corey Kundal with the tackle.
Tackle by number 54, Brandon Reeves.
And Brandon Reeves had a play there too.
Gonna hang on to those timeouts here yet.
3rd, and we'll call it
3rd and
6.
Yep.
And it's at the 8.
Long 6, 7 yards. Yeah, that'll.
And Doane just taking their time. The
Well,
play
they're trying
clock.
to force the hand. Do you burn a timeout here with 11 on the play clock? They know their play. They're just milking this one down as much as they can. They don't want to give Wesleyan any more time than they have to.
Here we go. Boggs with a handoff, cuts out right side, breaks ahead, and he's going to be short of the first down. They're going to mark him at about the 13.
Now Nebraska Wesleyan will take their
And the
timeout.
Prairie Wolves will take a timeout. We have 2:59 to go in this game. 13th ranked Doane clinging to their 5-point lead over Wesleyan, 19-14 on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Oh, Kevin! Kevin got out, Henry. We gotta find him. Kevin, where are you? Kevin, where are you?
Animal control called. They found Kevin. It's a good thing we had him licensed, or we might not have gotten him home.
Thank goodness they found him. Kevin!
The brave souls of the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network, our camera crew, high atop the press box here at Able Stadium. There you see Steve Smith, our veteran photog up there.
Getting us great shots tonight, as always.
Here's the punt. Booming high punt. Corey Jones will catch it, and they're going to mark him down at the Wesleyan 47. Now, you got 2:51 to go. You have it at your own 47-yard line. You have 53 yards downfield to get to.
And really,
do you sense urgency, or do you try to be as patient as possible?
I mean, you keep doing what got you these last couple drives. I mean, mix it up. get it to your receivers over the middle. The Doane faithful trying to make some noise. Yeah, I mean, obviously a little sense of urgency here, but 2 timeouts, 3 minutes basically. You got plenty of time here to do what you need to do.
Doane's defense going to buckle down as best they can. Francis out of the gun. Swing pass near side. Sliding in. Catch incomplete. Zumpf was the intended target that time. He slid in, but
one hopped it into him that time.
Second and 10. So 2:46 to play. Doane ahead 19-14. And the Prairie Wolves will spread it out a little bit.
Well, from here on out, you're probably in 4-down territory. Now Doane's going to hop around that defensive front. They brought 5 last time.
Francis, near side. Zumpf, complete. On the field, still moving. Down the 30, the 20, and he's going to be ran out of bounds.
Connor Zumpf making a name for himself this year here at Nebraska Wesleyan.
Boy, he has just burst onto the scene. Watch this again.
Makes a great catch for starters, and then a stiff arm just keeps those trying to tiptoe the sideline. Good strike by Francis. Put it where his guy was going to get it, no one else.
2.5 to go and counting. 1st and 10 from the Doane 27. Francis out of the shotgun. 3 wideouts near side, 1 to the far side. Francis looks and throws. Upfield, knocked away, incomplete.
Not sure where that one was going or who it was intended for. I think someone somewhere got some wires crossed.
Alex Thatch knocked that ball away for Doane.
Take a look. Guess the intended target was going to be, that was Jones.
2:17 on the clock.
Again, plenty of time here, though. You're at the 27-yard line, but you need the touchdown. A field goal's irrelevant
That's
here.
not even a factor right now,
Nope.
the field goal. You got to go for the big one. 2nd and 10. Again from the Doane 27. Francis looking to throw. Near side, incomplete. Flag thrown, and it's going to be pass interference. Clausen, the intended target. Thatch
was on his
the
back.
guy that was called for the push off.
Well, they're going to talk about it, but to me, I don't think there's a lot to talk about here because he was there, and you kind of know when they watch his reaction initially.
And that
he shakes his head there, but initially, right as the play ended, he kind of did one of those, no, I didn't get him type deals, and that's, you usually know, yeah, there was probably some contact that was early there when they do that. I think that was a good call. He was early. Take a look here. Right here.
Great.
Push. It was the push in the back with that offhand.
It was good coverage, but unfortunately for Thatch, got a little bit of too much contact in on that play. So 1st down. Francis airs it out far side, incomplete.
Late flag in the vicinity of a hold.
And this will likely move things back. Now the Doane fans celebrate on the holding penalty against Wesleyan. And I believe that was Ryan Beebe that was called for the holding penalty. So the ball goes back to the Doane 32. It's going to be 1st and long. Back at the 32.
The bright side of all this, you still got your full set of downs. Yeah, it's back at the 32. You got to get to the end zone either way. At least you didn't lose it down there. All you lost was a little time.
Francis rolling left, looking to throw. Upfield, pass is caught.
Zumpf again.
And Zumpf gets it at the 19-yard line. It's back into positive yardage. Again at the 19-yard line. They need to get to the 12. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Now we got whistles, some kind of confusion going on here.
And now timeout on the field.
Clock's still running. They got to reset the clock here.
They're going to let it go.
Yep. All right.
Francis gets it here with 1:30. Rolling to his right, looking, upfield. Into the air it goes. Far corner of the
Did
end
he
zone.
get it down?
Did he get it in there? Touchdown! He got it into the end zone.
Zump
And
one
it's
more
Zump
time.
again that comes through. What a throw!
And I think the Doane defenders kind of gave up on it, and Zump, to his credit, stuck with it.
I believe they may have thought that thing was going to go out of bounds, but Zump in the far corner of the end zone.
All right, now right here you got to go for two.
You have to.
You have to go for two because one does you absolutely no good. Take a look here.
Watch this again on the
Zump's
replay.
in the end zone.
Look at that.
The defender gives up. So that's Jershawn again.
Oh, what a catch.
Great job by Zump.
What a catch.
Play of the game. Player of the game, honestly. The York, Nebraska native.
And now the Prairie Wolves will set up for going for two. With a minute 23 to go in this one. And
what a throw by Francis to find him. And now we got a
penalty flag.
I think it's going to be
delay a game.
No, and substitution.
Illegal
infraction.
substitution, okay.
Now you give yourself a little more room to work here.
Well, they're going to back it up 5 yards here. 20-19, Nebraska Wesleyan with the 1 point advantage with a minute 23 to go in the game. The Prairie Wolves are looking to go for the 2 point conversion.
Never a dull moment in this rivalry, hey, Jeff?
Oh, man, and it just gets better and better each year.
This one here, an instant classic, regardless of how it ends up. Connor Zump.
So here we go.
We thought it would be a battle of the ground games. It's
Boy,
been the arm of Francis.
It's been the air game. Francis looking into the end zone. And it's incomplete.
Yep,
The flag throw, that's interference. It is interference against Doane.
So now you'll get another shot.
And what do we got here? Now one of the officials threw his hat off.
Well, he was out of flags. He already had
So
thrown
the back
flag.
judge, judge threw his hat off.
I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike or on maybe Doane. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Wallace. It looked like he maybe had a few choice words, who earlier was jawing a little bit at the white hat while he was down with an injury. So whether he was just having a friendly conversation that time or whatnot.
Let's take a look at this again.
Take a look. Here's the interference.
There's the interference call.
You know, a lot of
Tyler Gibson, the intended target. Wow, both penalties, the interference and the unsportsmanlike conduct against Doane.
And the interference is a live ball.
And Kali'i Jackson was the one whistled for the interference, and I think he might have picked up the unsportsmanlike conduct too.
I didn't catch a number on that, Jeff, but so now you're back at inside the one.
And now Francis.
Will he just dive forward?
He might as well. Option keep, Francis. Did he get in? No, I don't think he got it. They stopped it.
He came darn close.
No, they stopped it. The 2 point conversion fails. Now,
I like the play call, though.
It was a good idea, but Francis is stopped. Come back for the final minute 23 of this game. We're not over yet. Wesleyan leads it 20-19 on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
My mother had antiques and my cousins raced stock cars, and I kind of merged the two together to antique cars. Giving old stuff new life. I mean, that's the cool part.
I don't know what it is, digging in an old barn. I really like that. And then the finished product.
We just had accumulated enough projects that we really needed to expand. Union Bank helped us achieve the goal of having our own shop.
They made it easy.
Watch this again. The touchdown pass from Tyler Francis to Zump. Wow.
Only need the one.
And the 1 foot in, and he caught it. What a catch. And now Nebraska Wesleyan not out of the woods yet. There's a minute 23 to play in this game.
And 3 timeouts for the Tigers.
And they have every way possible to where they can work some magic in that amount of time with that many timeouts. Lorraine's kick, a low driving kick along the ground. Bounces off of Kenny Boggs, picks it back up. Nowhere to go. He's going to be stuffed back down, and they're going to give him the forward progress to the 12-yard line. That's where they will spot the football. So now Doane has got 88 yards ahead of them, or try to get into a spot to where they can set up for a field goal.
Exactly. Just need to get in field goal range. Their field goal kicker, longest on the year, 49 yards. The wind swirling, but probably
looks like it's coming out of the southwest.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been the west-southwest.
The keys here is tackling. Wrap up, make your tackles. Don't allow a big play if there is a big pass play or something.
And now they're going to double up the receivers on each side. Tramer, back to pass. Over the middle, incomplete. Marvin, the intended target, and Marvin tonight has just had a tough time trying to catch the ball.
Normally, you take a look here. Good strike. I was a little behind him. Might have even got tipped a little at the line. Wesleyan just rushing 3 now. Dropping the rest into coverage on that last play. Let's see if they do the same here.
3 wides near side, 1 far side. Tramer dropping back. Looking to throw, pass through the legs, and it's intercepted! Eric Richards with the interception. It was through the hands of Josh Boggs, and Eric Richards is there to make the interception.
Wesleyan's got to stay off the field, though. They're going to get a sideline warning if they don't stop the celebration.
Wow.
Still time left. They still got 3 timeouts for the Tigers. They're going to have to get 1 first down here. They'll have to punt or try a field goal. Take a look.
Take a look at this again.
Through
right
the
there,
hands,
Richards
and they had
simply caught it and just fell down to the turf.
They had 3 safeties out there over the top. They dropped back in a prevent and just through the hands. It was a little high.
What a play. So now Wesleyan with 1:06 to go in the game.
Richards has been around the ball all night as well. That time able to pick it off.
And it's a toss, and it's Joey Jones who takes it to the 30-yard line, gets a 3-yard pickup on the play, timeout on the field. And it looks like Doane will take the timeout. 1 minute, 1 second to go. Come back with more in just a moment on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
It's so great that the parks are tobacco-free zones now.
I know it's so much cleaner and healthier for the kids.
Yeah, I agree.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you mind not smoking so close to the park? It's a tobacco-free playground. Thank you.
Play cleaner.
Play healthier. Play tobacco-free. Juega libre de tabaco. Play tobacco-free.
Here's the touchdown pass again from Tyler Francis to Zumpf into the end zone. And then here's the interception by Eric Richards. And I got to tell you, when we had the replay of the touchdown pass, quarterbacks coach John Larson's next door to us, and he looked at the replay and he goes, "Wow!" He just said
that sums it
up. He goes, "Wow!"
I mean, that's an accurate description.
Here's a handoff, and it's Joey Jones cuts in, and he's tripped up inside the 25. They'll mark him at the 21, and it's a first down for Nebraska Wesleyan, and the Wesleyan faithful are on their feet.
Wesleyan is 55 seconds from
another major upset.
Upsets.
Now I'm trying to think of the last time that they had that happen.
Well, I mean, if you look at the record against ranked teams since '96, it hasn't been good. Only 4 victories, so I don't know if there's been many of them that have been back-to-back over ranked teams.
Well,
and then, not that this one's over, you got 40 seconds left here on the first down, but next week you go on down the road to Seward for what's going to be another ranked team in the 5-0 Bulldogs, and more than likely, after this upset, Prairie Wolves going to find themselves in the ranking as well.
And now they're in victory formation. We're down to 18 seconds as Tyler Francis is under center, takes a knee, and that's going to do it. Nebraska Wesleyan, for the second straight weekend, has upset a ranked team in the GPAC. The final score tonight, Nebraska Wesleyan 20, Doane 19. The 13th ranked Tigers are upset. And the Wesleyan faithful are trying to storm the field here and trying to celebrate.
A lot of good things you saw tonight, and a great comeback. That's what the never quit out of these our Wesleyan Prairie Wolves tonight. Bryant goes down with an injury, and then all the way back, and the pass to Zump puts the cherry on it. Connor Zump, a great surprise. Here's the interception that sealed the deal.
Right there. You've got to commend the passing attack tonight. The passing game came through.
Yeah.
And the running game was being shut down. The passing game came through.
Well, and that's what.
And the defense stepped it up.
Yeah, and they overcame some miscues. Special teams, a block punt for a touchdown, a pick six. Really, if you look at it, the defense did their job as well. They held the Tigers to just 3 points.
Yeah.
It was the special teams and defense and the pick six that scored for the Tigers. So hats off, but the Tigers are a good football team. They're going to win a lot more games this year.
Yeah,
but
they're an outstanding ball club. Matt Franson has got a great club going.
That's right. And
down in Crete.
It's going to be an interesting finish to this GPAC season. A lot of teams, Concordia, Nebraska Wesleyan, Doane, right there. It's going to be a fun finish, Jeff.
So the final score tonight, Nebraska Wesleyan 20, Doane 19. For Bill Luxford and our entire 21 Sports crew and Nebraska Wesleyan Sports crew, with Lucas Mormon, I'm Jeff Moat saying so long. Thanks for watching. Good night from Able Stadium in Lincoln.
Today's Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network telecast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. Use LES to save more. Union Bank, you belong here. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.